Welcome back to Dance Big on Hema Ramsoon. Thanks again for staying with us. Don't forget, you can follow me on Twitter at Hema_Ramki. Soon join the conversation. Well, talking about youth now, youth development, youth empowerment, youth making a difference. So many bad stories dominate the media. Cyberbullying. A number of students from Trinity East, I told that that's the important part, and bishops are there here this morning. Salvation and Danicia, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Now, we're talking about a cyberbullying campaign. This is part of your project. Why are you doing this? Why did you decide to get involved and deal with this?
All right. The RBC Bank normally hosts a program, the Young Leaders, right? And this year's theme was Be the Change. And so each school had to develop their own topic under Be the Change. And, you know, we've had workshops that, you know, trying to get something that we could start off with. And we end up coming down to cyberbullying as a topic because that was the most important, you know, that was the most serious problem at that time, you know, faced by young people. And then after we had the problem to come down to the topic, we got down to the topic and realized, yes, this is something we can really reach out to the young people on, because everybody just sees it there and just pass it on. And, you know, we don't take it serious here locally. We see it as more of an international problem. So we decided that we're going to make a change locally. That's why we picked the topic.
Now, how are you dealing? You decided to pick this topic. Do you know anybody that has been a victim of cyberbullying? Yeah. Can you share that story with us, Danicia?
Well, there was a student from Trinity College, East himself. Before he came to our school, some boys used to harass him and they used to palcam at him and all the stuff. And they actually made a page, and the whole page was just pictures harassing him and bullying him online, and he didn't know what to do about it. And he tried to seek legal advice, but there was nothing that could help him. And well, he asked the principals and the deans for help, and they were able to stop the page, but he was hurt forever.
So, is this a friend of yours? Do you know this story?
Yes. That's not the only case, actually. We've had different cases, but he was very close to us. He's a friend of us in school.
Now, how are you trying to change this? Because some people, you know, in every school there are the cliques and the cliques. They're the popular kids, the nerdy kids. That's just the dynamics of any school environment. How are you bridging that to tell the popular sports people that they have to be nice to the artistic, creative people? How are you doing that?
Well, locally, you know, we like to make fun of things and just pass aside things and make it our daily life, you know, just laughing at things normal. But we as young people especially, we like to put up, make out and bad up others, you know, just to make them feel inferior, to make them feel like they're lower than us. So what we decided to do was we talked, you know, so we get some teacher guidance from the school that teachers are supporting us. And, you know, we made some pages on Facebook. We made a page on Facebook, actually, facebook.com/BATCE Young Leaders, you know, to get people out there, because this is a problem that is more or less happening more on Facebook. So we try to use the same Facebook that's been the problem, trying to change the whole situation. We have Diana Mahabir, you know, she's endorsing the project.
Right. She's
a human rights, child activist. She's trying to help us, you know. And she's been there supporting us. We've had, you know, we have Ms. Riley from Create Future Good that is actually supporting us as well. We have teachers all over the place. We've called different schools, and, you know, they give us endorsement that yes, they're supporting the project 100%.
So this is not just a Bishops and Trinity initiative, you're taking it all over.
Yes.
Now, Danicia, looking at this project, you know, so many times people do projects and that's the end of that. How has this project changed you and the way you look at cyberbullying?
Well, for me, before, you know, you just look at the stuff online and you'll be like, yeah, that's funny. And you didn't think about the effects that it can have on a person. Now I'm more aware about it, and I want to see it continue on and make a big change in how everybody sees it.
How everyone sees this campaign. How can people get in contact with you? How can they learn more about this campaign?
We actually have a Facebook site, BATCE Young Leaders. So you can go to facebook.com/BATCE Young Leaders. You can obtain information from there. Our official website is still under construction. It should be out anytime soon. Yeah, that will have some great stuff for, you know, anybody that needs help. And
how prevalent is cyberbullying
in Trinidad? This is a very serious case locally, actually. over the vacation period, the Easter vacation, Facebook has become rampant. The different, people just coming up and making pages, and within days we have thousands of people random people supporting it and getting pictures of their ex-girlfriend, somebody you don't like, people you just don't like, you just put them up there, and strangers just come up and insult them and say things that are not really true about them. And we as young leaders, we started to be like the superheroes out there. So we reported some of these pages at first, but
so you did, okay.
So Facebook got back to us and they told us that they can't really take any action because it doesn't violate any rights, it doesn't violate anything yet. So what we did was we got everybody involved to report the pages. When they realized that a lot of people were reporting the same things, within a couple of hours, half of the pictures were down. And then, we have pages that are actually made that are encouraging people to bring pictures and bring whatever, media things that, they could use against people. But the next day we woke up, the page was gone. So we've had, we have had tremendous progress.
Well, that's very impressive. So the power of change and the power of the youth. Closing comments. What would you like Trinidad and Tobago to know?
I would like Trinidad and Tobago to know that right now we are working on writing a proposal for legislation in government so that victims can get help, and we have a policy that we want to try and implement in secondary schools across the nation.
So you're actually putting together a policy document to deliver to the government of Trinidad and Tobago?
Yeah.
The students of Trinity East and Bishops, they're being the change we would like to see. An inspiring story there. Check them out on Facebook as part of their Young Leaders project, Cyberbullying. They have actually started to formulate policy. Maybe the leaders will finally listen. Don't forget, you can follow me on Twitter at @Hema_Ramsey. We're now going to share with you a